This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Big Daddy Candyman is in the glow. And, of course, he is the defending NL Cy Young Award winner. A nice piece of hardware to put on the shelf, I would imagine.
Well, it certainly is, Matt. He should be very proud of the way he pitched last year, and he definitely deserves the award. There's always at least a couple of worthy candidates for yearly awards like this, but I think that he was the clear choice last season. It became apparent right away that he was just on a different level and that hitters really didn't want anything to do with him. I'm looking forward to see if he can repeat as Cy Young this year.
All right, the guys and I will be back to get this one started on the show right after this. The show has baseball for you on a Friday night as you get a look at Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's been a really tough out this year, bringing an on-base percentage over 400 into the game, so I have a feeling he could be a key player in this one when it's all said and done.
Big Daddy Candyman will get the call to face them, and the key for him will almost certainly be getting ahead in the count early. We've seen in the past when he's forced to work from behind, he can run into some problems. Charlie Blackmon heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, number 19.
Into the seats, 0-1.
First pitch, 640.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Slurve, and he jumps ahead here 0-2. EK, you take a look at this Diamondback ball club as they begin play here tonight. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And they were able to put together a good performance in the victory yesterday afternoon, so they'll see if they can keep it going here.
A pause and the 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Liner towards second. Throw on to first by Pennington, and there's one gone. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He comes into the game sporting a slugging percentage over 600, so expect to see some very hard contact out of him in this one. You don't see guys with numbers like that every day.
Into the box, Ray Bynum. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Slurve in there, strike one.
Yeah, your instincts tell you that it's going to be outside, but he has such great movement that it comes back to catch the corner.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
And that pitch is just a little bit easier to lay off when you're opposite-handed up there because you can see the sweep of that pitch coming all the way in.
Grounded down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit.
You see here from above, since he's left-handed, he's got the third baseman playing well off the line. I don't know if this is exactly where he intended to hit the baseball, but it works out for him.
Carlos Gonzalez will dig in. Currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball.
We got one here.
That's ball
And he
two.
lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
I think Lawrence is pretty consistent and respected for his strike zone. He doesn't seem to miss many pitches too often.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. 3-2, 1 out. You got him running at first.
First inning? Yeah, why not?
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And there's a swing and a miss by Gonzalez as he's a strikeout victim here. 2 away. And with that, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Hit to third. Scooped up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1, and now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Rocky Polton will stride in. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he came through with 3 hits in the losing effort.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock is in his tracks now.
I got it.
1 pitch, 1 away.
Batting 6th, right fielder,
Thomas Salas will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
Lays off 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. Nasty screwball there for out number 2.
batting 7th, the catcher.
Michael McHenry will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Full count. Here it comes. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Batting 8.
Kelly Johnson will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Well, you look for a guy to produce. He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
You get a good look right there. Already 33 pitches now through an inning and 2/3. That's an awfully high number this early.
And no offer on that one as the count to Johnson goes to 2-1. To 2-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1 left for Colorado. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Big Daddy Candyman gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. EK, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
And they come into this one off a 500 homestand, which is not terrible, but nothing to get too excited about.
Blackman is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Ulysses Chacin set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches adding to your pitch count. I don't see why you wouldn't just go right after him.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
The batter,
Charlie Blackman will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it. We'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Hey, nobody away.
Swing and a miss on the slurve that time. It's 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
now batting, shortstop,
Ray Bynum is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Here we go, guys.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 called on the slurve that time, and there are 2 down.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Settling in now, Carlos Gonzalez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
In there at the knees, strike 1. 2 out with the man at first.
Hey, we got two.
Fastball called for strike two.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swinging a shot back up the middle. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
Standing in now, number 20. As he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees, it's strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, you can't afford to be selective now. You've got to expand that zone.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Leading off the inning, Rocky Holton, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
0-1's the
And he
count.
swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The 0-2 home. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Well, right now he is just carving them up. Dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey? That's 7 strikeouts already, and he's made it look easy so far.
Into the box now, Thomas Salas. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Inside with what looked like the slurve, 1-0. Slurve swung on and missed there. It's 1-1.
One away.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch-out of the ballgame.
2 straight strikeouts here to start out the inning, but that's 8 for him now in the ballgame. These guys have really had a hard time figuring them out.
Stepping in now, Michael McHenry, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
Two down now.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Leading off the inning, Kelly Johnson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1.
Ain't nobody out now.
Now a slurve is looked at here for strike 2.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
Tap fouled at home plate. And another foul ball. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. If he keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ulysses Chassin. He reached on a single in his first try.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Ball.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
Got one.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Line towards center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
No runner. Eat it.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. So striding in, number 21, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Right side, hit hard. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Yeah, a good effort over there at first. This would have been one heck of a stop if he could have gotten a glove on it, but in the end, it gets by him into right for a base hit.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
Up top, it's 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
No runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
You know, and this is one of the few downsides to being a guy with tremendous strength at the plate. Once you get that thing started, it's really hard to put on the brakes, and he winds up breaking the plane right here, and that's strike 3.
Number 20 will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
And they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
Now a slurve's going to bounce up to the plate as he lays off it for a ball. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. 1-2.
Oh, it'd be a big letdown if they get nothing out of this. But they're a strike away from that coming true.
He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam and the inning is over. Rockies leave him loaded. It remains 1-0. The pitcher, Big Daddy Candyman, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Get your pitch.
Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike one. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And good awareness behind the plate as he'll make the quick basket catch for the second out.
Center fielder number 11.
Rocky Holton makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
And look out as this runs up and spins him out of the way.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Skied into straightaway right. Flaherty will wait on it. One down.
The right fielder number 9.
Thomas Salas ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Well, it's just game 1 of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
1-1.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Ouch. That's a rough night at the ballpark here. 3rd strikeout. One thing you can't do, though, you can't go into that dugout hanging your head. You got to think, hey, it's over. I'll get another shot to redeem myself. Whether that's tonight or sometime in the future, that's the attitude you have to have.
Into the box, Michael McHenry. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They trail this one 1-0. Kelly Johnson will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the 1st strike. Good swing by Johnson, but he still comes up empty, 0-2. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game.
Yeah, and the strikeouts just continue to pile up out there for both guys. That's the 3rd time he's set him down so far tonight.
Nolan Arenado will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
28. Nolan Arenado.
Hey, get ahead. Stay ahead right here.
And he lays off there 1-0.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
To first, taken in by Goldschmidt. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Charlie Blackmon will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Pollock shading to his right.
Got it.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ray Bynum comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
He's set. Here it comes. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Pulls off on the slurve that time, and it's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second, and this is through into right field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors, because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Oliver Perez will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. DJ LeMahieu will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
DJ LeMahieu.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Carlos Gonzalez. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
And Gonzalez lays off as he goes. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Diamondbacks are victorious here, 1-0. Good night from Phoenix.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Diamondbacks.